Hey everyone, Steven here. I wanted to give you a quick little discussion on the intro to the story Unbroken. It's a popular book slash movie that came out. I think the book was written in 2010 and the movie was released, I think like in 2014, 2015 timeframe. The book is written by Laura Hillenbrand. It's a biography about a man named Louis Zamperini. It might be Louis or Luis, but I think they call him Louis in the book, in the audio book that I'm listening to on audible.com. So the part I wanted to discuss with you today was in the beginning of the book, it talks about this young guy that was just a problem child. Basically, he had too much energy. He got into trouble because he wanted attention, and he really didn't care what kind of attention. If it was praise or if it was he was in trouble, it didn't matter. The guy wanted attention. And his brother kind of recognized that in him and decided to say, hey, if we can channel that energy, focus his attention on something productive, I think he can be really successful at it. So they tried running. And sure enough, in the beginning, he hated running. Louis just didn't settle with him, but his brother didn't give up on him, and he ran, I think, a second race after training a little bit, and he improved. And some of his friends in school recognized it and kind of praised him for it, and his brother was correct. Louis really enjoyed the praise that he got from running and decided to take it up as what he was going to try to do. And sure enough, I don't know if you're into running at all. I enjoy it. The fastest I've ever run a mile ever, and I've done this 3 times, but the fastest time I've ever done is 5:40, 5 minutes 40-second mile. And for me, I was really happy with it. This gentleman got to where I think he ran like a 4:06, a 4-minute 6-second mile. I believe he was potentially going to be the first man to break the 4-minute mile. That's how good he was. And it just inspired me. I was just in awe that this guy went from, I don't like running, and probably, high school age, maybe middle school, but definitely in high school. And sure enough, made a college career out of it, track career, and then was going to go run in the Olympics. I think he ran in the Olympics once, but he was going to go compete the next round 4 years later in the mile and try to win the gold. And I was just shocked. I thought that was amazing. And I was just motivated and inspired. I mean, the 5:40 is good, but to think about a guy running a 4:06, I was just like, man, how fast can I get? How fast could me, Steven, run the mile? Or maybe try to run a 5K, see how fast I get the 5K in. And I was just in awe that this guy could run that fast. And then he got drafted into the Army and decided he didn't want to give it up. It became kind of like his coping mechanism. When he got bored or when he got anxious or when he just needed to clear his mind, he'd go running. And he continued training in the military and maintained a 4-minute 12-second mile. Only 6 seconds off when he was training seriously while he's in the Army. And I was just like, wow, this guy is a stud. This guy's awesome. And I don't know how fast I could run the mile, but after listening to this story, like the introduction of Unbroken about Louis, I was just amazed, in awe of just how awesome of a runner he was. And then the rest of the story is good too, but I'll save that for another recording. But it was just, I'm motivated, and I'm saying you should probably listen to this book or read this book. They made a movie out of it. The movie was good, but I heard because of the ending in the book that the book was worth reading. And I've been listening to it, and there's so much more detail, and there's so much behind the story that you don't get when you watch the movie. The movie was good, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it, but I'm enjoying the book even more. And I can only say I recommend it. It's been a lot of fun to listen to. I'm completely captivated by his story and what he's going through. So if you're looking for your next good read, this one is awesome. It's been really enjoyable. It's been very eye-opening later on into the book, but this, if you're a runner or an athlete, just talking about reaching your potential, the beginning of this story is just phenomenal. And I'm just, I can't get enough of it. I'm sad that I have to quit listening to it to do the rest of my life. But if I can just say, I highly recommend that you read or listen to this book because it is that good. And if you liked this discussion, or you'd like for me to review another book, please let me know in the comments below. Press the like button if you like this. Feel free to subscribe. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more book reviews on the books I'm reading, audio book reviews for the books I listen to on Audible. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you in the future.